Hi folks, time for those in TikTok land and elsewhere in my social media outlets to get a wee dose of Indie Truck Davy. What brings Davy to your screens a day? Well, I haven't been on TikTok very much because I've been quietly observing what's happening across in America. The situation with Canada and Mexico and Panama, Greenland, the fear that he's created within the United States itself, persecution of the gays, the transgender, the downright racistness. The shutting down of government programs for the poor, mustering the savvy across the established government ministries of the US equivalent of, the threats against Europe. He's not hit the UK yet, but when he's finished bullying Europe, he will hit the UK. And I thought to myself, this guy's a bloody idiot. But he's a dangerous idiot. How do we deal with him? Well, I've been watching how the Canadians have been dealing with him. And I think, yep, that works for me. So this is a plea to the people of Scotland, to the wider UK, to the wider Europe, the continent of Europe. The best way to deal with this idiot is to boycott, divest and sanction. Our governments are not going to sanction them. They're bottle merchants. But what we can do is we can boycott and divest. So, folks, most people like myself, the only thing we have American in our homes are consumer goods. So if you need to replace a consumer good and you normally buy American brands or brands associated with American multinationals, just stop. Just don't buy them. Don't buy Tesla. Don't buy Ford. Let's hit this guy where it's really going to hurt him. Because the captains of industry in America are not going to let this muppet destroy their multinationals. They're just no. So there's only one way to deal with a bully, and that's to stand up to him. If our governments won't stand up to him, then we have to stand up to him. So people of Scotland, people of the wider UK Union, people of the European Union and the wider European continent, let's take a leaf out of Canada's book and put this fucking bully in his place. Don't buy bourbon. Don't buy American beers, whether they're being made in the license here or no, just don't buy them. Don't buy American consumer goods. Don't buy American cars. Don't buy American motorbikes. And before you buy a product, have a look at the company. Or maybe it's parent company if it's a group, a multinational group. And trace it back a wee bit to its headquarters. It's no hard to do. And find out if it's an American multinational. And if it is an American multinational, just fucking boycott them. That's the best way to deal with this guy. The best way to deal with this guy is to take his trade wars and turn them on him. Just turn them on him. The Canadians have stopped buying American goods. We can do that. They're not on them. Don't buy a Ford car. Don't buy a Tesla. Don't buy American liquors. Don't buy American beers. We're not daft enough to eat American food. Only the Americans are daft enough to eat American food. I dare say they don't have much choice right enough. But we here in Europe, we don't eat that much. In fact, their multinationals are not even allowed to sell that much in our nations. But another example of multinationals, fast food chains, coffee shops, that sort of thing. Let's make the American people take them down. Because if we stop buying their consumer goods, the liquors, whatever food stuff that's actually permitted here, and hit their multinationals where it hurts, they'll not belong in putting a stop to Trump. So that's what brings Indie Truck Dairy to your screens today. Let's stop this bully who thinks he can throw his weight about because he's got the biggest military in the world. Not the biggest military in the world if he can't pay the fucking personnel. Not the biggest military in the world if he bankrupts their families. Not the biggest military in the world when they turn on him. Let's help them where it hurts, folks. Stop buying American goods. Scotland, wider UK Union, the European Union, wider continent of Europe. Let's bring this bully to his knees.